Today's question comes from Jenna in Baton Rouge. My parents have always emphasized how important it is to have a good credit score. My husband and I are debt-free other than our mortgage. When we pay that off, we will not have anything left to show up on our credit report. I have to admit, I'm dragging my feet on paying off our home because I'm afraid of how it will impact us in the future. Should we slow down our payoff in order to keep that debt open as long as we can? Oh boy, should we keep debt around to avoid our credit score dropping?
I want to pay money so I have a credit score.
There's real fear here, apparently. They're afraid of how it will impact them in the future. Well, here's the thing I know about credit scores. You only need one if you want to take on debt. And even then, you don't need one for a mortgage. So their question is, should we slow down our mortgage payoff? So let's go the hypothetical route. They pay off the mortgage, and their credit score disappears after a little while. Now you don't have a credit score. Well, do you plan on going to get a car loan? And if you plan on going to get another mortgage, I don't know why you would, but you can do that, manually underwritten, a no score loan with no credit score.
You did that.
Yeah, I did that. And so there's an irrational
fear. You went to
fear.
Churchill Mortgage with no credit score, got a manually underwritten loan, and you're not far from paying off your house now.
No. We did it. We're about to do it in over 2 years.
You're not hesitating in order to have a credit score.
I have no fear of having no credit score. And we didn't have one when we got the house. Obviously, we have one now, and it'll disappear. I don't know what my credit score is. I don't care because I don't plan on going into debt. And so the irrational fear is coming in because they think, how am I going to live my financial life without a score? And
well, here's the problem, Jenna. You actually believe that you have prospered because of your credit score, because your parents taught you that. And your parents were wrong. And that belief that you have prospered because of your credit score is what's messing you up here. Because that belief is a lie. You are believing a lie. Okay? No one has prospered because of their credit score. The credit score is built on the fact that you borrowed money, paid it back on time, and you grew your credit score. Why did you do that? So that you could borrow money and pay it back on time so that you grow your credit score. Why did you do that? So that you could borrow money so that you could pay it back on time.
It's like Groundhog Day.
And so, yeah, I mean, this is a dog chasing its freaking tail here. And you guys are just going in circles, and all you're doing is keeping the bank open and not Jenna open. And so, Jenna, this is about what makes you prosperous. And by the way, your credit score is not a measure of your prosperity. It is not a measure of your net worth. It's not a measure of your income. As a matter of fact, it doesn't take any of those things into consideration. The only thing your credit score takes into consideration, the algorithm that builds it, is 100% based on how much you play kissy face with debt. That's all it is. And so, you know, all of your fear, all of your hesitation is based on you believing a lie, and the lie is that credit scores cause prosperity. And they do not. They merely measure how much you've been playing kissy face with the bank, how much interaction you've had with debt. They merely measure that, and the only thing they give you is the ability to borrow again and more, which does not cause prosperity. It causes the opposite. It causes prosperity for the freaking bank. Stop it. Pay off your stinking house. Gosh.
We did an episode on the fine print all about this. It's called The Dirty Truth Behind Your Credit Score. You can check it out wherever you find your podcasts. And we did this, Dave. We went through and we talked to someone at Churchill, and they explained to us the manual underwritten process. We called apartments and found out you can rent without a credit score. I just rented a car, and I rented hotels just this past week without a credit score, with a debit card. And so these things can be done, but there's this myth out there that I'm not going to be able to move in my financial life. I can't breathe if I don't have that good credit score to show everyone.
Yeah, and it is mythology.